Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that 10 years of his government has been dedicated to the poor. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi says purpose of starting Nyay Yatra from Manipur is to make people aware of the crisis in Manipur. NPF Party objects to proposals for simultaneous election of the Lok Sabha and state assemblies and concept of one nation, one election. And Transport Department revises rate of existing fare and hiring charges of NST Bus. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today asserted that 10 years of his government has been dedicated to the poor. He said a country can develop only when the benefits of government schemes reach everyone. Modi stated this while releasing the first installment to 1 lakh beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin under the Pradhan Mantri Jan Jati Adivasi Naya Maha Abhiyan through video conferencing. He said today there is a government in the country that thinks about the poor first and highlighted that 4 crore Bakka houses have been built for them. He also said that PM Janman Maha Abhiyan is aimed at ensuring that government schemes reach the most backward tribal brothers and sisters. The Prime Minister also said none of the extremely backward brothers and sisters will be left out of the benefits of the government scheme. Modi also talked about several other government initiatives for the welfare of the poor and marginalized sections. Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, led by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, has reached Nagaland this evening. On the second day of the Yatra, he interacted with the public in Manipur, after which he travelled by road along the national highway. On the way, Gandhi interacted with the villagers and also held brief meetings at 2 places before crossing the Mao Gate. While addressing a public meeting held at Senapati district, Gandhi said that the purpose of starting the Nyay Yatra from Manipur was to make the people aware of what the people of Manipur have been going through these days. He said that he feels the pain and tragedy the affected families have gone through due to the violence in the state. Gandhi also expressed hopefulness that peace and harmony will return to Manipur as soon as possible. According to the tentative schedule for the Nagaland leg, he will hold the night in Kusama village near the interstate border with Manipur. During the 4 days march, the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra will commence from Wiswema village, Kohima, tomorrow. He will lay wreath at Kohima War Cemetery, visit Gandhi Ashram in Chuchuyimlang, and hold public addresses at various places covering districts of Kohima, Zemini, Woka, Mukukchung by the Yatra bus. He will leave for Amguri, Assam on 18th January. Naga People's Front Party has strongly objected the simultaneous election of Lok Sabha and state assemblies and the concept of one nation, one election or ONOE. In a response to the High-Level Committee on One Nation, One Election Secretary Dr. Nitin Chandra today, the NPF Party said that the concept of one nation, one election will defeat the spirit of federal structure and democratic features of the country. NPF Party said that various states have been created at different stages with different reasons due to the composition of multi-ethnicity of the Indian Union. The party asserted that many more new states have been created in the recent past, mainly on linguistic line, and states like Nagaland was born out of political agreement. The NPF said that many electorates turn up in parliamentary and assembly elections, basically reposing their faith on regional political parties because national parties inadequately addresses regional and local issues. In contrast, the party added that regional political parties attract its citizens, particularly poor local people, to take interest in the electoral process because it assures to protect and defend distinct identity, culture, tradition, or religious practices of its people. The NPF said while ONOE aims to reduce expenditure in the conduct of elections, it said such measures cannot be adopted at the cost of federalism. NPF further said that imposing such system would enable national political parties to take upper hand against regional parties and lead to one-party rule. Transport Department has informed that the existing fare rates and hiring charges of NST Bus has been revised for all services in view of the increase in the prices of high-speed diesel and all other commodities. In this regard, the department has informed that Super Deluxe, Mini and City Bus has been revised to 200 rupees from existing rate of 174 rupees. The Semi-Deluxe has been revised to 156 rupees. The department has also informed the long-distance hiring charge beyond 40-kilometer radius and local hiring charges within 40-kilometer radius of the stations or substations has also been revised. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra Urban reached New Land District today. Deputy Commissioner New Land Sara S. Jamir said the campaign is an ambitious program to achieve the aim of self-reliance and make India a developed nation by 2047. She called upon all the eligible beneficiaries to avail the benefits by enrolling themselves at the designated counters set up by various departments. Other highlights of the program include Sankalp Pledge, listening to recorded messages of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and sharing of success stories by beneficiaries. Besides, counters were opened for the registration of beneficiaries under Ayushman Bharat, PM Swaniti, and others. Entrepreneurship Task Force Cell of Wokha District Administration today kicked off a farmer exposure trip for young farmers from Lotse and Pandari villages to provide hands-on training in making eco-friendly aragonut leaf blades. The trip was flagged off for Dimapur by Pandari ESC Longtipa L. Sanctum and ESC P. Pukka Lam. The initiative under Northeast Council project is part of the one-stop center approach for entrepreneurship development. It aims to equip the agricultural community with practical skills and knowledge, offering follow-up support through government-graded and marketing schemes. The Commissioner of Police Dimapur has issued restrictions within Dimapur and Jammu-Kohima districts in view of the scheduled transit journey of the President of India to Dimapur Airport on 17th January for security concerns. In this regard, the use of any kind of remotely piloted aircraft like drones and conduct of any kind of firing practices by security forces, civil police, central police, private firing range, or any civilian holder of licensed firearms and bursting of firecrackers has been restricted on 17 January from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nagaland Board of School Education has informed that the ministry has extended the timeline for submission of application and verification of Pradhan Mantri Uchatar Shiksha Brotsahan Central Sector Scheme of Scholarship 2023 to 31st January 2024. Eligible students who wish to apply have been asked to apply through National Scholarship Portal web portal. The Indian Air Force has invited applications for intake of Agnipat scheme Agnivir Vayu. The online registration for Agnivir Vayu will commence from 17th January at 11 a.m. onwards. Interested and eligible candidates, both male and female, have been informed to apply online at the official website agnipadvayu.cdac.in. And now it's when the news. Here are the headlines again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserts that 10 years of his government has been dedicated to the poor. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi says purpose of starting Nyay Yatra from Manipur is to make people aware of the crisis in Manipur. NPF Party objects the proposals for simultaneous election of Lok Sabha and state assemblies and concept of one nation, one election. And Transport Department revises rate of existing fare and hiring charges of NST Bus. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.